Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. This one's going to be a good one, so pay attention. This one's brought to you by my book, Real Estate Prospecting. Pick it up, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, and if you've read it, please review it. Now, these episodes are meant to be short, 5 minutes or a little over, a little under. It's all about motivating you or giving you actionable steps that you can take to operate your business and grow. Here we go. Today, we're going to be talking about holding yourself accountable. And I've got these steps for you. In fact, 6 steps. And I took time to outline these because it was a question that I got from a team member. And then that turned into a conversation that I had when I was coaching someone. Then the brokerage. Then it just kept going. I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much we needed this one. So here we go. Number 1. If you're not taking notes, don't worry. I've got this on a Google Doc. Just message me on Instagram. I'll send it over to you. Number 1, set clear, achievable goals. A lot of the times when we are thinking about how to keep ourselves accountable, they're not achievable. And they're so far into the future because we want to pull ourselves forward with this amazing goal or amazing goals that they aren't achievable right now. So I want you to do 2 things in this one. Not only have clarity as to what your next steps are going to be, but how often are you going to be doing these things? Is it just a weekly thing? Is it a daily thing? Is it a one-time thing that you're going to do this week, this month? Whatever it is that you want to achieve, if it's something in real estate, then outline what this looks like and how many steps does it have? How many things do you need to work on this week? I'll give you an example. If you're going to reach out to 50 clients this month, well, how many are you going to reach out to today to reach 50 in a month? How many are you going to reach out to in a week? What's the goal? What's the goal of the conversation? And maybe it's not just reaching out to past clients. Maybe it's getting business from these 50 past clients or your sphere. Be clear and make it achievable, because when you don't achieve these things, they kind of push you down a little bit. Like, I didn't do it. It's cool to have these big goals too, but for now, how do you keep yourself accountable? That's number 1. Number 2, identify your priorities. This one's my favorite one because I often, in conversations that I'm having with different agents, I often say, well, let's go back to the basics, your basics, because they're different than mine. And I say, well, what are the most important things for you right now? What are those priorities that if you know you tackled this whole month, you would get to where you want to get to, or at least closer? Where do you get most of your business from? Let's identify those priorities. How do you take care of yourself internally? And it usually comes down to, well, I need to watch my health. So we're going to work out daily for 10, 15 minutes, or I'm going to eat healthier. This is what I'm going to do. Priority number 1. Priority number 2, most of my business comes from referrals, they say. So I want to continually touch on my sphere. This is what it looks like: 5 a day and 1 note a day. And then maybe I'm going to prioritize social media because I get business from there and I want to reach out to them in an organic fashion. But what are your priorities? And I don't know that we have them outlined. In fact, I'd challenge you right now, get a little note card and write down your 3 priorities that you need to touch on daily. What are those? Daily for the rest of the year. Keeping yourself accountable. Number 3, daily action plan. So number 2 falls into this one because my daily action plan, now that I have my priorities, are going to be my priorities. I want to do this daily on my little note card. I want to be like, I know what to do. 1, 2, 3, boom. If I do that, I know my day is won. I make it so achievable. A lot of the times we're looking at this big thing, it's never going to happen. Or it's going to take a while. Or it's going to look different. Break them down. Daily, daily, daily. Number 4. Consistency is the key. Plan on, this is more of a mental one, but plan on showing up to these priorities daily. You're not going to want to do it some days. I don't want to do it some days. I'm like, I'm going to skip today. And then I end up doing it anyway, right? Because I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do a little bit. Some days you're going to be like, I don't want to do all 3. And you'll be like, oh, I'm just going to do 1. And then that 1 becomes a 2. And then now that you hit the 2, you're like, I might as well do all 3. Remember, this is a long-term play. Consistency means, okay, maybe some days you're not going to make it. But at least you know what you're going to come back to the next day. Don't forget consistency. Number 5, accountability partners. I love this one because you can just send out a text and say, hey, I sucked today. Right? I get those. I'm like, I sucked today. I'm like, oh, well, you know what you need to do tomorrow. More importantly, it kind of sucks or feels bad to send out that text to your accountability partners. I didn't do it because you feel like, oh man, I kind of feel like a loser. And that's okay. You need accountability partners. They keep you going in the right direction. It's like when you're working out, you need somebody to keep you going. Or if you're doing something like writing a book, or for me, sometimes it's even playing video games. I get somebody going, hey, you want to play? I'm like, oh yeah, I do want to play, right? Or going out to play pickleball, doing all that fun stuff. It's always more fun to do it with someone else. Accountability partners. And they keep you honest. Number 6, last one. This is a combo. I need you to track what you are doing, how many days you're showing up to stick to your priorities, right? Your accountability. Did I show up today? Great. Did I show up the next day? Yes. Last week, how was it? 5 out of 6, 5 out of 7, not bad. Out of the days you were going to work. That's not bad. Track and reflect. What am I doing well? What am I not doing well? Are these the priorities that I need to focus on? Do I need to change them up? Are they producing the things I want to happen? Sometimes they don't, but you don't track, so you don't know. You don't reflect. You don't ask yourself, how do you feel? Am I showing up today? What do I need to tweak? Those are the 6. If you need them, I have them on a Google Doc for you. Just message me on Instagram. If not, have an awesome day.